the formula that we'll be using to try and work this out. Now, Ronnie, this comes from your autobiography. So what is going on here? What is this formula?
Well, the formula is at the school dance, which used to take place in the gymnasium with parallel bars, that I would sit and gauge a girl's height by where her shoulders came and the parallel bars, you see.
Equals Ronnie's type. That's the RT, equals Ronnie's type.
That's right, Ronnie's formula.
So we'll do that then with the girls we've got sat over there.
Yes.
We'll start with girl A, Amy.
So do I have to go and ask girl A?
Well, just from here, can you work that out? We're looking at the parallel bars height.
I think girl A looks... I have to say the bar isn't quite parallel. But girl A does seem quite a safe bet for me to walk up and ask.
How high do you think she is?
I think she may be about 5'2", 5'.
Oh, 5'2". Reveal you. Oh, look at that! Absolutely nails it, Ronnie. Well.
Very good.
Wow. Let's have a look at hello number B, letter B, of course. This is Wendy. So, how tall do you think Wendy is?
I think Wendy is probably about 5'6" and a half, 5'7".
Oh, how tall are you, Wendy?
6 foot. She's got long legs.
Well, she has got long legs, yes. That would give me a real fright, you see.
And moving on then to girl C, Melanie. How tall do you think Melanie?
Well, 5'10" and a half.
Oh, in these shoes, maybe.
What, guy?
5'6".
5'6".
Mel, come on over.
Of course. It's Melanie C. Lovely to see you, as always. Sit yourself down, my dear.
And thanks as well to Amy and Wendy. Thanks, girls.
And thanks to everybody else who's holding up the parallel bar as well, even though it isn't straight. So, yes, Melanie, you are preparing to go back on the road with Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes, I am. It's really exciting because we toured the UK about a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was so popular and it went down so well that we're doing it all over again.
Well, let's have a look then at the cast in action. Here we are.
What are you going to do?
I don't know how to love him, what to do, how to move him. I've been changed, yes, really changed.
Christ, Jesus Christ, what have you sacrificed? Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
Wow. It obviously went incredibly well.
It's incredible. It's such a great production. It's huge because it's an arena tour, so it's on a much bigger scale than it's ever been done before.
Right, and it's the same cast as before?
Yeah, all the same principals. We've got a few new ones in the ensemble, but we toured Australia in June, so it'll be the second time we've toured together, and everyone's brilliant. Tim Minchin's back as Judas, Chris Moyles is back as King Herod, and our wonderful Ben Forster, who the public chose as their Jesus last year.
And you were saying you've all become quite good friends, especially you and Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all of us, we really, you know, didn't know what to expect. And I was a little bit scared of Tim Minchin because I think he's absolutely incredible, and I didn't think he'd have time for a Spice Girl, but he's such a lovely man that we've just really all hit it off.
I mean, it starts. When is it? Is it next Tuesday?
We start, yeah, 1st of October up in Glasgow.
So are you rehearsing every hour that God sends?
Nah, we start on Sunday. But we've played a lot of shows.
Of course,
we had a really successful tour in Australia not so long ago. So we just need to kind of brush it up and get it back to where it needs to be.
Where are you playing in Glasgow, for example?
We're playing, actually, there's a brand new arena there,
Oh my God.
which I think has only opened recently. I think it's called the Hydro.
Oh,
so we're
right.
there, and a new arena in Leeds, which has just opened as well. And we're at the O2 here in London. But we're all over the place. You can check the website for details.
Yeah.
And did he win his place through a talent show?
That's right. We did Superstar last year, yeah,
Right,
and he's amazing. He's such a talented guy.
Oh, gosh.
And we were talking earlier, weren't we? You've nearly been doing musical theatre because, of course, you did Blood Brothers, Willie Russell's Blood Brothers, back in 2009. You've nearly been doing musical theatre as long as the Spice Girls.
Oh my goodness, I'd
Yeah.
never thought of it like
yeah.
that, because really, it was quite a short space of time we were together, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you compare the two, obviously now doing your arena stuff, it feels kind of quite like the audiences you'd be used to. But, you know, obviously I guess the kind of structure of theatre is very restricting, isn't it, for you, as opposed to the freeness of a pop star?
In a way, I think the biggest difference for me is the responsibility, because if you're doing a piece that has, you know, been written a certain way, and you have to do it that way, and if you make a mistake, you know, there's a lot of people you're letting down. You have a whole ensemble, a whole cast. And I feel if I go out and do a solo gig or a Spice Girls show, if we go wrong, we can have a bit of a laugh with the audience.
Yeah.
We can't really do that.
Yeah. But do you ad-lib a little bit? Because, you know, if you're doing the show over and over again, or not
Absolutely
at all.
not. Andrew Lloyd Webber would not be happy.
He would crack the whip.
Come down here like a ton of bricks. But it's different every night just because the energy's different and every audience is different,
Yes,
aren't
right.
they? It's always different. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were saying you didn't know how it would go. I mean, that's the kind of weird thing, the kind of the reaction you're getting from that audience, because they're so far back.
So
Not-
far back,
In a
yeah.
theatre, it's a little bit more...
You feel
that's
you're in
true.
touch with them? Not the same way as smaller places.
Yeah, it's not like a theatre. It's quite strange for me. It's kind of, you know, it's two worlds colliding for me.
Yes.
But it's two of my passions.
Yeah.
And so it's a
Yeah.
perfect show
Yes.
for me.
Yes,
Ronnie, you'll
right.
have to get some tickets to go.
Yes, yes.
That'd be nice. We'll all go.
Yes, yes, we'll all go.
Bag of Maltesers, we'll be there. And you can see Mel and the Jesus Christ Superstar cast on tour from October the 1st in Glasgow, followed by Birmingham, Leeds, Newcastle, Cardiff, Nottingham, Manchester, London, and then Liverpool.
There
Heck
you
of a
go.
tour, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can make one of them, Ronnie. I'm sure. And you're going to stick around because you're going to give us some good news, an exclusive announcement later.
I've got a little secret to tell.
Oh,
Right, Ultimate Beatles. Can we have another track, please?